it seems we have a comedian. Anyway, I'm calling to you from beyond the veil that separates the living and the dead. You're on the dead side. Now, how are you feeling? Oh, good. That's nice. Is there anything I can do to make you even more comfortable? Actually, I withdraw the question. I don't care. Now, move toward the light. Welcome to my crypt. Or should I say, your crypt. Why don't you take a look around? These names look a little familiar, don't they? Let's get those rotten old brains of yours working. Why don't you try reading out the names on those pillars? Joro the warrior, that's you. Deadly sin, thief and assassin. As the melodious, renowned bard. Nyx, the sea witch, there you are. And now you have your names again. Let's move along. Now these chests contain objects I've long since forgotten. I expect you have too. But maybe, if we can remember what they were called, it will help to restore your memories of life. Now, Joro, I think this is something you used in your days as a warrior. Tell me what I should do to it to find out what it is. Cold, hard, and smooth. Metal, I think. What next? I feel I should put it on my head. What should we do now? It's like a big metal shell, slightly larger than a human head. What now? A helmet! Yes, Jorro, this is your old helmet. Now let's move along through that door. You did like to hit the things, didn't you, Jorro? Oh, look, more of your old junk. Oh, look, it's a thing. What next? I beg your pardon? Name? What a strange thing to say. What should we do with it? It's sort of rectangular, something you can hold in your hands. What are we going to do with it? Yes, I did use these once, but I think you use them just by looking at them. Oh, I think I have it. Might this thing be called a, rope? A book? Yes, that's exactly what it is. Tell. Why would we do that now? What? Sell? I don't think we need to do that. Bell? Can you see that somewhere? What are you talking about? Oh, I rather thought you'd sound better than that, Maz. I suppose you haven't used your vocal cords in a while. familiar. Now what? It doesn't exactly look useful. Now what? It looks like a ball of fur with a string attached. Ah, I think I have it. Might the word we're looking for be a pug? It's making little squeaking noises. What will we do with it? A rat. Yes, that's what it's called. It's coming back to you, Sin, isn't it? All those knives in the dark. Oh, look, a toad man. Let's see if you remember how to fight. There are lots of cages down here. Lots of things they didn't want to get out. Hello? Dab? You want me to dab? What a filthy mind you have. Perhaps I should take your brain out and wash it. is the Eye Stone, an ancient sentinel designed to imprison the restless dead. To pass beneath his perilous gaze, you may need to retrieve my Soul Stone. Something impressive here. What shall I do now? I don't want to use it. I think some of you might, though. What should we do now? It's long and kind of cross-shaped. What will we do with it? Yes, a sword. Ha ha, lovely. Stop repeating yourself. Why did you say that? Shard? What are you talking about? Sounds like you're frightened. Danger? It's a large, flat piece of metal in a sort of oval shape. What are we going to do with it? Yes, A lovely big shield, just like yours, Jorro. I think that's Agda over there to the right. Don't tell her I'm here. We don't get along. What's this flimsy thing? What will we do with it? It's a thin sheet of paper, covered on one side with little drawings and snippets of writing. What are we going to do with it? You can't exactly do anything directly with it, but I do feel this thing can be very useful indeed. What are we going to do with it? I'm sure I've looked at one of these before, but not for some time. They were useful when traveling, I think. What are we going to do with it? Aha! Yes, a map. Sap? Why did you say that? Map? Can you see that somewhere? What are you talking about?
Welcome, travelers.
Cap? Are you just naming objects now? Well, Nix, that was splendid.
Welcome, friends, to the altar of purity. Leave your troubles behind and step for a moment into the bliss of my ardent but entirely platonic embrace. Soothe yourselves in the... oh, wait. This isn't right. You're not even alive, are you? I don't mean to be rude, but this altar is dedicated to Shalia, the goddess of life, which means it's for the living only. So, don't come any closer, please. Thank you.
She's right that a healing altar like this won't ordinarily work for you. But perhaps if you were to desecrate it somehow, what will you do? What? No. What? No. No, we're not going anywhere until you smash this altar. Yes, these healing gods hate violence. Fight, fight, fight.
In the name of all that is pure and peaceful, I'll rip your bony heads off!
Yes, feel your power grow. You should desecrate these altars wherever you find them to restore your strength. What do you want to do? Heal. The source of my dark power. Isn't it lovely? Or would you like to touch it? Too bad, because you're going to. You see, if we're going to the surface, which we are, I'll need you to carry this for me, because I don't have a physical body. You didn't think I wanted you for your brains, did you? Now, will you pick it up? Well, come back when you've decided. Well, are you ready to pick up the Soul Stone? Splendid! Now we are bound together for all eternity. Nor until you die whichever comes first. Now, the Soul Stone needs souls to feed it. Outside of my crypt, we'll need to keep it charged with the vitality of living creatures to sustain ourselves. Why don't you look on the walls and see if you can scrape up any bugs to start us off? Can you really see a shard? Hector and I had a few dealings over the centuries. There's no love. Hector and I had a few dealings over the centuries. There's no love lost there. You keep saying the same thing. Will you stop saying that? Oh my, how shocking. For 17 centuries.
Hold, travelers, no dead may pass. Are you dead? You could be lying to me. If you are really alive, then tell me, what was the last piece of fruit you ate? Yes, that is a type of fruit. But I have one more question. If you are truly a this should be an easy one. Tell me, how would you describe the sun? Yes, in fact, it's very bright indeed. That's why you shouldn't look directly at it without protective eyewear. You are indeed.
Stupid eye stone. It thinks it's so clever.
What is it?
Don't talk to me about that idiot. Well, now you've shaken the worms out of your old carcasses, the real fun can begin. You see, the Soul Stone has been growing in power lately. That's how I was able to resurrect the four of you. And not only that, but it seems to be drawn to the surface. Well, you're very... We've been kept in the dark for a very long time. Whatever is up there now has... What's the first thing you're going to do when we get there? Oh, you're so predictable. Look, I wrote... Now, the higher we get, the more your memories will begin to return, as well as remembering useful... Well, that doesn't make much sense. We seem to be approaching the bone houses. I've heard of this place. Not as select as my crypt, you know. Paupers' graves. Just a mess of old bones and rats. sense.
Whoa! Hold up! You fellas just up from the crypts, are ya? You seem to have a bit more meat on you than that. Anyway, welcome to the Bone Houses. This is the realm of rats and out. Yeah, too much work and put. Okay. That right? Crikey. I mean, I'm sure there's a market for it. Okay. Just one or two more questions, then. Nah, I didn't. Okay. Not terrorists. Okay. Right. Final question. You know, this one's just a formality. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful do you think I've been today? Yeah, death and arithmetic. Okay. This all seems to be...
You can talk when I tell you to. Right, let's find this Piper fellow's tower, shall we?
Listen, if you dare to defile this altar like you did with the... I don't know, double kill you, whatever it is...
Yes.
Ah! You'll pay for this!
Lovely.
All right, that's close enough. So... Ah, you're pulling my tail. What do you like the kings and queens of?
How you doing?
It's not much use on its own. It's long and thin, sort of fluffy at one end, nasty at the other. Ah, I think I have it. Knife.
Then did they see the Horned King riding at the head of his undead armies, a fearsome sight to behold. It is said that his demonic steed had the tail of a scorpion, the body of a lion, the head of a different lion, and the feet of a man.
What does that mean? What do you mean? Arise!
I prod at the earth and tickle the sky. Should I touch you, you're bound to die. What am I? Yes.
Lagoon? Okay, so that's not one. Do what? Clap? What do you mean? You want to, pray? Don't keep repeating things. What are you mumbling about now? You're not making any sense. What are you trying to say? Arise! Hold, traveler, and answer me. The more there is of this, the less you see. Oh, no. You know, we don't have to help all these lost souls. We're not philanthropists. Just a yes or no will suffice. Do you want help with the riddles? Fair enough. Arise! Hold, traveler, and answer me. The more there is of this, the less you see. Oh, no. Speak. Hold, traveler, and answer me. The more there is of this, the less you see. Oh, no. Hold, traveler, and answer me. The more there is of this, the less you see. Oh? Speak up. Hold, traveler, and answer me. The more there is of this, the less you see. Yes. Peak? I don't know what you mean. Speak now.
Solve my riddle and free this poor unfortunate ghost. What starts with T is filled with T and ends in T. Yes.
Sword? Are you just naming weapons now? What nonsense are you talking now? I don't understand what you mean. Rise up and talk.
It has lakes without water, houses without stones, hills with no height, and graves without bones. What is it? No.
Rise from your grave.
It has lakes without water, houses without stones, hills with no height, and graves without bones. What is it? No.
Let's have it then.
It has lakes without water, houses without stones, hills with no height, and graves without bones. What is it?
into the swamps or coming from the swamp.